can we talk about the origin story of the Iranian nuclear program in your in during your time uncovering this network? How advanced do you think the Iranian nuclear program did eventually get? And were they all designs that AQ Khan had stolen from the Urenco plant?
To my knowledge and my recollection, yes, the designs started with the Urenco designs. The G1 and the G2 became the P1 and the P2 in Iran, or maybe whatever they call it, the IR1, IR2. It's the same designs, though. These and each design is a little more sophisticated, more efficient than the other designs. Uh, so they got those plans. Yes, they did, and we were confronted with that sad fact.
During the course of my research, I also, most of this was declassified. So you can tell me if you can comment on this or not. So, during the course of my research, I also, apart from the nuclear technology that AQ Khan was trafficking in, your team also uncovered ballistic missile technology as well. Pakistani ballistic missile technology, also a Chinese atomic bomb blueprint. How much of that do you think the Iranians got from AQ Khan?
I
The
think they
delivery.
got all. I think they got all of it.
Really?
Well, they don't need the ballistic missile technology. I mean, they've got their own. But although that, the and of course, some of that ballistic missile technology was originally North Korean.
Yes, the
But
Note on one.
right, right, that's right. But yeah, I think they got. I'm pretty sure that the Iranians got the weapons plan. The plans for the weapon. Basically, he betrayed Pakistani's nuclear weapons program, and that was the PAB-1, the Pakistani atomic bomb 1,
Yeah.
which was based on the Chinese Chick-4,
Yes.
which had been tested in 1964, I believe. And so
Mm.
it was a proven design. We had no doubt that this would work. It would work. And then, of course, the Pakistanis tested it and was 98, I think, or
Yes.
I think
Well, they
98.
had it before then.
Yeah, right. They had it well before then,
Yeah, yeah.
but they tested. So we knew this thing was going to work, and this was the same yield, like I said, 15 kilotons as Little Boy.
Mm.
Um, Now, the Iranians are smart people, and I assume they've gone past that in their design capabilities. I mean, we forget sometimes that the Persian people invented whole fields of mathematics, and
Of
these are
course.
not backward people. They're very sophisticated people. So
Mm.
it frightens me. People sometimes ask me uh, how concerned I am about the Iranian nuclear weapons program, and I say, okay, my biggest concern is not so much the threat that Iran presents to Israel, because the Iranians are not stupid. They know that the Israelis probably have 150 nuclear weapons and would wipe Iran off the map if the mullahs decided to use it. What I'm concerned about is the nuclear pandemic this would set off in the Middle East when suddenly the Emiratis, the Saudis, the Egyptians, the Turks, and everybody in the region would think if the Iranians have a nuclear weapon, so do we. And if you have that many countries in an unstable area like the Middle East, which frankly we know we've seen this. Look what happened in Gaza. Look, all this stuff going on. I am convinced that the chances of either an accidental or an intentional use of nuclear weapons would go up logarithmically. It would
Right.
be a nightmare for the entire planet. And it's not going to be just local. It's going to be massive nuclear contamination. It's going to be a disaster for the world economy, and it's going to be a humanitarian disaster. So I'm much more concerned about that pandemic, that nuclear pandemic that Iran will set
Yes.
off. So that's my biggest concern.